When the towers fell on 9/11, so many of us watched in horror. But these 7 men, they have a different experience. They were part of the 12 members of Ohio Task Force 1 who were deployed just a couple of hours after the attack. They spent more than 2 weeks at Ground Zero to try to rescue survivors. These are the men that Senator Portman talked about at 5 today. They are Ed Thomas, Grant Light, Mike Lotz, Dave Pickering, Mike Case, Michael Benedict, and Greg Morris. They have never sat down together to talk about their time in New York until now.
We got deployed at like noon on that day. We were in an information blackout.
The American public knew more about what was going on than we did.
Oh my God, there it goes!
We were on the pile less than 24 hours after the first plane hit the tower.
Were you terrified? Were you a little scared?
And I don't think it was fear as much as apprehension on, I hope we do this right.
All the pictures and images that you saw on the TV, we didn't get to see. We were traveling. So we really had no insight as to how big and the scope of the operation that we were about to undertake.
We had a job, but I think to some extent we still felt helpless too. I mean, you've got this literal mountain of rubble, and there is only so much you can do so quickly.
I don't think television ever did it justice. That pile was so huge.
And it was just overwhelming. You had to take a moment just to let it catch you.
Yeah, there was no desks, no chairs. You couldn't make out any stuff.
Everything was turned to powder.
It was very disheartening to know that we were not having good luck, and nobody was having good luck on the pile finding survivors.
There was always that chance, right?
Yeah.
That's why you were there. It's for that chance. And maybe, you'll pull off that miracle where you'll, move this piece or cut into this wall and there'll be somebody on the other side.
It wears on you, but you keep doing your job with the hope that, today may be the day. But you knew as time went on, the chances of that was diminishing.
What do you remember? What sticks with you?
We would go down to the pile every day, and the streets would be lined with people holding signs and giving us water, or family members looking for somebody that was missing. I mean, I don't know how many flyers I was given.
Thank God I never had anybody give me a flyer, because I probably would have lost it at that point, because it was so emotional seeing these people, and they were cheering us on.
They cheer and clap, and I felt so bad because we hadn't found anybody yet.
We dropped everything we were doing, left our families, our wives, our kids, to go do a job that we had trained for, and with no hesitation. And that's one of the things, I'll love these guys till I die.
I look at it as our generation's Pearl Harbor, and I'm proud to have been part of that. And we share a bond that you won't be able to ever break.
Do you hate the word hero when you think about this?
Yes.
You hate it?
We were doing a job.
We were glad we were there. We were proud to be there. We did what we were asked to do. We did it as best as we could, but I don't think that's a hero's thing, right? The guys who went up in those towers, the firemen and policemen and whoever that went up in those towers, those guys were the heroes.
I mean, we were able to do something. We performed a function, but I don't see that as being, I felt a little guilty having that.
So as we look back 20 years later, and I look back to that period of time, there was a definite unification of the country at that period of time. We're not there right now. And I think, if anything, we should look back and remember those who were the heroes, but we should also look back and say, what brought us together as a country, and how can we remember that?
I just think we are proud to have been there.
Yeah.
We will never forget.
Yeah, we'll never forget.
Moments after we did that interview, the active members of Ohio Task Force 1 were called into duty again. They left that night to go to Louisiana to help rescue people stranded after Hurricane Ida rolled through.